Sister Wives Kody is upset when he sees his daughter Aurora dating a boyfriend. Kody is deeply in love with Robyn's daughter Aurora. Hello friends. Welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I'm Olivia and I hope you're well by God's grace. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. In the sprawling emotional wreckage that Sister Wives Season 19 has become, the lines between love, loyalty, and obsession are not just blurred, they've been obliterated. And at the center of this newest firestorm, Kody Brown, the once proud patriarch, whose latest downward spiral isn't about finances, property disputes, or estranged wives, but his reaction to seeing Robyn's daughter, Aurora, romantically involved with someone her own age. It started subtly. But when cameras caught a visibly shaken Kody storming out of Robyn's Flagstaff house, after catching a glimpse of Aurora hugging her new boyfriend, speculation exploded online. What viewers didn't know was how deep Kody's reaction truly ran, and how emotionally tangled his connection to Aurora had become over the years. What unfolded next is the most disturbing and uncomfortable chapter. Yet in the ongoing drama of the Brown family, the doting father, or something more, for years, Kody has been praised and criticized for the way he parented Robyn's children. From her previous marriage, he legally adopted Aurora, Dayton, and Brina shortly after spiritually marrying Robyn, and always presented himself as the savior father figure to viewers. It was clear he had a unique bond with Aurora. But in hindsight, perhaps it was more than just fatherly affection. He used to say she reminded him of a younger Robyn, one anonymous family insider claims. That always raised eyebrows. Over the past few seasons, Kody's attachment to Aurora appeared to intensify, particularly as his other biological children with Janelle and Christine distanced themselves from him. Aurora remained loyal, stayed close to home, and never publicly challenged his authority. But observers noticed something odd. He would sit with her for hours, brushing her hair and talking about life, a former production assistant shared. At first it was sweet, then it got weird. Aurora finds love, and Kody can't handle it. Aurora recently began dating a young man named Elijah, a quiet college student studying environmental science in Flagstaff, according to friends. The relationship blossomed quickly. They're really happy, said one friend close to Aurora. He treats her with respect, they laugh a lot, and she seems genuinely herself around him. But Kody couldn't accept it. In a dramatic scene filmed for Season 19 but reportedly edited heavily by TLC, Kody walked in on Aurora and Elijah holding hands while watching a movie. What followed was described by crew members as a nuclear meltdown. He just stood there in the doorway, fuming, a crew member recalled. Then he muttered something like, "This isn't right," and walked out. What wasn't right, Kody? That your now adult daughter is dating someone her age? That question has sparked furious debate online. And it didn't take long for the internet to dig deeper. After the incident, Kody reportedly began exhibiting increasingly erratic behavior toward Aurora. He started calling her multiple times a day, asking where she was, who she was with, and when she'd be home, said a family member who requested anonymity. He even suggested she should focus on her spiritual path instead of romance. But the straw that broke the camel's back was when Kody reportedly followed Aurora and Elijah on a dinner date, uninvited, and confronted them in the parking lot afterward. He told the guy, "I know what you're doing and I won't let you take her away from this family." An eyewitness reported, "It was creepy. Like he didn't see her as a grown woman capable of making her own choices." Aurora, who has always tried to avoid family drama, was said to be shaken. She couldn't believe her dad was acting like this, said a close friend. It was like he saw her as something that belonged to him. Robyn's breaking point. Robyn, who once proudly declared that Kody was the most loyal and righteous man she'd ever known, is now reportedly at a loss. She's devastated, said a source. She never expected Kody to become possessive in this way. She thought he was just being an overprotective dad. But now she sees it's something darker, according to insiders. Robyn confronted Kody in a tearful private moment. She asked him if he was jealous, the insider claimed. And he didn't deny it. He just said she was supposed to stay close. "I built this whole life for her." Robyn reportedly slapped him. She told him to get help or get out. This confrontation, partially filmed but likely to be heavily censored for television, marks one of the most explosive moments in the history of Sister Wives. Janelle and Christine, now long estranged from Kody, were contacted by producers for comment after the incident became the talk of Flagstaff. "I'm not surprised," Christine reportedly said. "There's something about the way he treats Robyn's kids. Like they're his final chance to be the father he never was." Janelle was more direct. "He needs therapy," she said bluntly. "He's got control issues that go way beyond religion or polygamy. Now it's just dangerous." Even Mary, who has remained mostly quiet since their separation, was said to be disturbed by what she heard. "Is this what we sacrificed everything for?" she asked a producer off camera. This man's descent into emotional madness? Aurora speaks out in an emotional sit-down interview that TLC is expected to air during the season's tell-all special. Aurora finally breaks her silence. "I love my dad," she begins. "But I also love myself enough to know when something isn't right," through tears. She recalls the moment she realized her father's obsession was hurting her. "I couldn't breathe around him anymore. Everything I did was under a microscope. I had to choose between the man who raised me and my own freedom." She pauses before adding, "I chose me." The audience and host Sukanya Krishnan are left in stunned silence. Kody's mental breakdown. Sources close to the family say Kody has taken a turn for the worse. He's barely eating. He spends all day pacing the house and watching old family videos, one insider said. He keeps replaying Aurora's childhood tapes. Worse, he's allegedly told Robyn that he believes God is punishing him for letting the family fall apart. He truly thinks Aurora dating someone is the final betrayal, said one friend. TLC producers have reportedly urged Kody to seek therapy before filming any more episodes. "He's not fit to be on camera," a senior producer said. "This isn't reality TV anymore, it's a tragedy." TLC faces backlash. Fan base is divided. Some fans are calling for TLC to cancel Sister Wives altogether, citing Kody's behavior as predatory and emotionally incestuous. One tweet that went viral read, "We watched this man destroy every wife he ever had, and now he's melting down over his daughter's boyfriend?" Nova enough. Others defend Kody, claiming his actions are simply those of a man in crisis, abandoned by his family and grasping for control. But the overwhelming sentiment is one of discomfort. "This storyline shouldn't air," said a former showrunner. "It's not entertainment anymore, it's trauma." After weeks of turmoil, Robyn has given Kody a choice: get help or leave. She loves him, a friend shared, but not enough to let him destroy Aurora's life or mental health. Robyn has reportedly contacted Aurora's biological father, her ex-husband, for guidance and support. She wants a stable male figure in Aurora's life who isn't emotionally spiraling. The friend said. Kody, meanwhile, remains in denial. He still thinks she'll come back to him emotionally, said a source. Like nothing changed. But everything has changed. Aurora and Elijah have reportedly taken a break, not because of any issues between them, but because of the emotional toll of the situation. She's heartbroken. Her friend shared, she thought dating would be a normal, happy step. She didn't expect her father to become her biggest obstacle. Aurora has since started therapy, is focusing on college, and is keeping her distance from the family chaos. "I don't want my story to be about him," she reportedly said. "I want it to be about me becoming my own person." In what might be Sister Wives' final act, Kody stands alone emotionally, spiritually, and now, quite literally, with Mary, Janelle, and Christine gone, with Robyn rethinking her marriage, and with Aurora stepping away. Kody Brown is no longer the man at the center of a plural family. He is simply a man, surrounded by ruins of his own design. His final on-camera confession this season: "I thought I was building a legacy, but maybe I was just building a prison, and now everyone's escaped except me." Sister Wives shocker, Robyn Brown plans to leave amid Kody's financial meltdown. "I can't carry this man anymore." For years, Robyn Brown stood by Kody's side while his world slowly collapsed. She watched his spiritual marriages disintegrate, one by one, witnessed his relationships with his older children grow cold, and tried to hold on to the last thread of unity in a family that no longer believed in him. But now, amid rumors of bankruptcy, lawsuits, and a crumbling public image, Robyn Brown has finally reached her breaking point, and in a stunning twist, sources close to the Sister Wives production have confirmed what many long suspected would never happen. Robyn is preparing to leave Kody Brown. Cracks in the fortress, Robyn's growing isolation. For over a decade, Robyn Brown was known as Kody's favorite wife, a title she never claimed but could never quite shake. She was the one he spent most of his time with, the only one he legally married, and the one he defended time and time again, even as his relationships with Mary, Janelle, and Christine disintegrated before the world's eyes. But behind the scenes, sources say Robyn began to feel isolated and overwhelmed. The woman who once said she didn't sign up for monogamy now found herself stuck in a one-sided relationship with a man spiraling out of control. Emotionally, mentally, and financially, he's not the same man anymore. A friend of Robyn shared, she used to believe in his vision. Now she just sees a man clinging to power with nothing to show for it. The financial collapse that shattered everything. Kody Brown's financial troubles have been quietly simmering for years. From failed property investments on Kody Pass to dwindling TLC paychecks as viewership declines, the once self-proclaimed patriarch of a thriving plural family is now struggling to make ends meet, according to leaked court documents and insider reports. Kody allegedly took out multiple loans using Robyn's name and home as collateral without fully informing her. He told her they were just refinancing to handle short-term cash flow, a former producer revealed. But in reality, he was deep in debt and desperate. Robyn reportedly learned the full extent of the situation only after a financial advisor sat her down and explained that her assets, including the Flagstaff home she once called her dream house, were at risk of foreclosure. She was devastated, said the source. She felt betrayed. And more importantly, she felt like she was being dragged down by a man who was lying to protect his ego. The final straw, a $250,000 loan Robyn never approved. Turning point came in May, when Robyn discovered that Kody had allegedly signed off on a $250,000 personal loan using a joint asset without her written consent. The money, insiders say, was used to cover unpaid property taxes, legal fees tied to disputes with ex-wives, and even production delays on TLC. When she found out, she confronted him in front of the kids, said one family insider. She said, "You lied to me. You've ruined our life." Kody's response, according to reports, he accused Robyn of not being loyal and abandoning the vision. That's when Robyn reportedly said the words no one expected, greater than maybe. "I should abandon the vision because all it's ever brought me is pain." Robyn considers separation and TLC is scrambling. Talk executives are reportedly panicking behind the scenes. Robyn was considered the last stable pillar in the show's structure, the only wife still standing by Kody, making the plural family concept remotely believable. Now, with Robyn exploring legal and emotional separation, the future of sister wives hangs in the balance. She's spoken to a lawyer, one insider confirmed. She's not talking divorce yet, but she's exploring her options. She wants to separate assets, she wants to protect her children, and she wants to make sure she's not liable for Kody's future mistakes. The network is allegedly trying to intervene. They're offering more money, more episodes, even a spin-off focusing on Robyn as a single mom, a producer revealed. They know that if she leaves, the whole show collapses. Robyn's emotional confession. "I didn't sign up for this," in a scene expected to air during the explosive tell-all special this season. Robyn breaks down in front of host Sukanya Krishnan. "I didn't sign up to be Kody's crutch," she says through tears. "I signed up to be part of a family, a big, loving, messy, chaotic family, not this. Not one man spiraling, blaming everyone but himself." Sukanya reportedly asks Robyn if she still loves Kody. Robyn pauses, then says, "I love the man he was. I don't know this version of him anymore. He's angry, he's bitter, he's broken. And I can't fix him." The confession leaves even the crew silent. The children react. Brina, Aurora, and Dayton take sides while Kody's biological children from other wives have mostly distanced themselves from him. Robyn's children, Brina, Aurora, and Dayton, have remained close, but even they are now struggling with their father figure's decline. Aurora is furious. A family source shared, she found out about the debt and the lies, and she blames Kody for putting their future in jeopardy. She's already started applying for student loans on her own. She doesn't trust her parents to help anymore. Dayton, Robyn's oldest, who has always looked up to Kody, is said to be quietly withdrawing. He doesn't say much, a friend of the family said, but you can tell he's disappointed. He thought Kody was a hero. Now he's just tired of the drama. Brina, the youngest, reportedly still defends Kody, but even she has been overheard asking Robyn, "Are we going to have to move?" The family, once so tightly knit, is unraveling, and the children feel the ripples deeply. Christine and Janelle weigh in. She's finally waking up. Kody Brown, who left Kody in 2021 and is now happily married to David Woolley, offered a pointed reaction when asked about Robyn's rumored separation plans. "She's finally waking up," Christine said in a recent podcast. "It took long enough." Janelle, who has also distanced herself from Kody after years of emotional neglect and financial disputes, was more diplomatic. "I don't take pleasure in Robyn's pain," she said. "But maybe now she understands what the rest of us went through. You give Kody your trust, your time, your everything, and he throws it away chasing some fantasy of control." Both women have offered to support Robyn, but only if she leaves Kody. She has a chance to be free. Christine added, "If she stays, that's on her." Kody spirals. "Everyone leaves me eventually," as Robyn grows distant. Kody is reportedly having frequent emotional breakdowns. He's described by sources as paranoid, pacing the house at night, and obsessively watching old footage of the family in happier times. He keeps saying, "Everyone leaves me eventually," said one crew member. "It's like he can't process that his world is falling apart." Kody reportedly begged TLC producers to film a special episode titled The Patriarch's Last Stand, where he could explain his side of the story. But producers declined, fearing it would be too dark and potentially damaging to the network's brand. "He wanted to cry on camera," a producer said, "but what he needs is therapy, not a spotlight." Robyn's plan: a new life without Kody. Robyn has reportedly been quietly making moves toward independence. Friends say she has met with a financial advisor, started a private bank account in her name only, and even toured rental properties under the radar of TLC cameras. "She's not rushing," said a source close to Robyn, "but she's preparing. She knows she can't keep living like this." There are even rumors that Robyn may return to school or launch an online business to regain financial control. "She's tired of being dependent," the source said. "She wants to provide for her kids on her own terms." What's next for the Brown legacy? With Robyn potentially walking away, Sister Wives is facing its most uncertain chapter yet. Fans are divided. Some are praising Robyn for finally standing up for herself, greater than she was trapped just like the others. Maybe now she'll finally be free. Others remain skeptical. Too little, too late. She helped destroy the family, and now she wants to play the victim? TLC is reportedly considering multiple spin-offs, including Robyn Brown starting over the last wife Sister Wives rebuild, focusing on Christine, Janelle, and Mary's new lives. But Kody's fate remains the most tragic. Once a man with 4 wives, 18 children, and a dream, now reduced to a lonely, bitter shell, desperately holding on to the one woman he never thought would leave. In a leaked and aired segment, Robyn is seen sitting alone in her bedroom, packing away old photos of the family. She holds a wedding picture in her hands, Kody beaming, her eyes full of hope. Then she whispers, "Greater than I believed in him. I really did, but belief isn't enough anymore. I need peace. I need truth. I need to be free." Sister Wives unleashed. Mary, Janelle, and Christine reunite at luxury hotel for epic girls' weekend. No more Kody, no more rules. When the dust of polygamy finally settled, and the Brown family scattered into separate lives, no one expected Mary, Janelle, and Christine to reconnect, let alone party together in a 5-star hotel with champagne, laughter, and zero mention of Kody Brown. But Sister Wives Season 19 is full of surprises. In what's shaping up to be the most iconic and empowering reunion in the show's history, the 3 former wives of Kody Brown recently booked a luxurious weekend getaway at a high-end resort, and the entire escapade is being filmed for a jaw-dropping bonus episode tentatively titled Sister Wives Unfiltered: The Ex-Wives Escape. It's not just a vacation, it's a statement, a celebration. A declaration that life after Kody is not just possible, it's fabulous. The group chat that started at a lit began innocently enough. A late-night group chat among the women, originally created to discuss property paperwork. But after weeks of awkward silence, Christine broke the ice with a meme that read, "Why be bitter when you can be better? And book a suite." Janelle responded with a laughing emoji. Mary, surprisingly, replied, "Within an hour, the 3 women were looking up resorts." No one hesitated. They chose the Sedona Solstice Resort and Spa, a 5-star luxury hotel known for its mountain views, infinity pool, and an award-winning rooftop lounge. The plan: 3 days, no kids, no stress. No Kody, just them, check-in with champagne and an agenda. When the 3 women arrived at the resort, cameras captured the moment. Christine wore a wide-brimmed hat and bold red lipstick. Janelle showed up with a fresh haircut and a yoga mat slung over her shoulder. Mary arrived last, in designer sunglasses and a flowing floral dress, looking more relaxed than fans have ever seen her. As they walked into the marble lobby, a hotel staff member greeted them with champagne flutes. Christine laughed and said, "This is how a real marriage should start, with bubbly and no expectations." The trio was escorted to their presidential sky suite, a sprawling 2-bedroom suite with a private balcony, hot tub, and full kitchen. The moment they closed the door, Mary shouted, "Alexa, play Independent Women by Destiny's Child." And just like that, their healing journey turned into a celebration. Spa day revelations and the Kody cleanse. The first morning began with deep tissue massages, facials, and the now infamous Kody cleanse, a symbolic ritual led by a spiritual guide hired by Christine. "He's not just our ex-husband," the guide said, lighting sage. "He's a spiritual weight. Let's release him." Each woman brought an item that represented their time with Kody. Christine brought an old leather journal. Janelle brought one of Kody's broken flip phones. Mary, dramatically, held up her long and used Claddagh ring, one by one. They tossed the items into a ceremonial fire pit on the resort's spa patio. "I feel lighter already," Janelle said, sipping a cucumber mimosa. Fans who saw clips of the ritual on social media exploded with praise. Greater than this is the spin-off we need. Christine is thriving and taking everyone with her. Mary looks younger. Was Kody aging her like milk? Rooftop revelations over Rosie. In their second evening, the ladies dined at the hotel's rooftop restaurant, sipping rose, nibbling on charcuterie, and watching the Arizona sunset. Cameras caught the moment Mary raised a glass and said, "Greater than to the future, to peace. To us, the ones who made it out," but the conversation quickly turned serious. Christine admitted she once feared she'd never find happiness again after leaving plural marriage. Janelle confessed that she still struggles with guilt for staying as long as she did. Then came the bombshell. Mary revealed she had been quietly dating someone, a man she met through a business retreat in Salt Lake City. "He's kind, he listens, he doesn't talk about himself in the third person," Mary joked. "And he doesn't own a single leather jacket." Christine and Janelle screamed in excitement. "You've been holding out on us," Christine shouted. Banging the table, the sisters laughed until tears fell, not from pain this time, but joy. Poolside confessions and sisterhood reclaimed. 3 brought sunshine and full-on poolside glam. All 3 women rocked designer swimsuits, oversized sunglasses, and zero apologies. A group of hotel guests recognized them and asked for photos. Christine winked and posed like a movie star. Janelle gave peace signs. Mary playfully whispered, "Send one to Robyn." Over decorous, the conversation turned reflective. "Do you ever miss the family?" Janelle asked. Christine responded, "I miss what I thought we were, not what we actually were." Mary nodded. "I spent years waiting for a man to pick me. Turns out, I just needed to pick myself." There was a long silence. Then Janelle raised her glass again, to never looking back. They clinked, and just like that, years of pain dissolved into chlorine, citrus, and sunlight. Robyn's reaction: shock, tears, and bitterness. Back in Flagstaff, Robyn reportedly found out about the hotel getaway when a fan tagged her in a photo on Instagram. Her reaction: rage and heartbreak. "She cried for 2 hours," said a family insider. She said it felt like a betrayal, like the other wives had formed a secret club and she wasn't invited. Kody, reportedly sitting next to her, said, "They've lost their way. This is the path of selfishness." Robyn disagreed. According to the source, she whispered, "Greater than, or maybe they finally found freedom." That night, Robyn allegedly locked herself in her room with a bottle of wine and watched season 2 reruns, when the family still functioned and Christine hadn't yet burned her spiritual marriage certificate on camera. Kody's meltdown: "They owe me respect." When TLC producers asked Kody for a comment on the hotel getaway, he erupted, "They owe me respect." He shouted, "They're using my name to get sympathy, to get attention. I gave them everything." Sources say Kody demanded equal screen time and threatened to boycott the show unless he was given a special episode. To correct the narrative, TLC declined. "He's not the center anymore," a producer said. "This is the age of the ex-wives, and frankly, viewers are loving it." Fan reactions and internet explosion within hours of the getaway photos hitting social media. Fans flooded Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit with praise. Top tweets: Christine, Janelle, and "Mary on a girls' trip is my new religion. This is the Sister Wives cinematic universe I've been waiting for." Robyn watching the trip on Instagram like she's the wicked stepmother left out of the royal ball. Christine's Instagram post captioned, "Healing, laughing, living," reached 1.2 million likes in today's. Janelle's bikini photo captioned, "Confidence at every size," was reposted by several body positivity influencers. And Mary, she simply posted, "I'm not rebuilding what I never wanted in the first place. I'm building something new." The internet lost it. The future, spin-off series, retreat plans, and more? TLC execs are reportedly in early talks for a spin-off series featuring the 3 women, tentatively titled Greater Than Sister Wives, Life After Kody, or 3 Wives and No Husband. The show would follow their adventures as independent women, with episodes focused on dating, business ventures, parenting, and yes, more girls' trips. Fans are already begging for a second hotel weekend, this time in Mexico. "We want pina coladas and Robyn-free sunsets," wrote one Reddit user. Christine recently hinted at more to come, saying in a live Q&A, "Greater than, we've only just begun. There's more joy ahead, trust me." A sisterhood reclaimed and a legacy rewritten. For over a decade, the Brown women were defined by their connection to one man, but now, as they sip champagne in luxury robes and laugh about everything they survived, they are creating a new story, one not built on obedience, sacrifice, or submission, but freedom, laughter, and sisterhood. Christine said it best on the final night of their getaway. Sister wives shock twist: Mary Brown buys her own land and plans dream home without Kody this time. "It's mine alone." After years of heartbreak, uncertainty, and being sidelined in her own marriage, Mary Brown is finally taking back control of her future. In a move that stunned fans and shocked the remaining Brown family members, Meri has quietly purchased a new plot of land with plans to build her own custom dream home. No Kody, no sister wives, no polygamy strings attached, and the message is crystal clear. Meri Brown is done waiting for validation. This bold step marks the latest evolution in Meri's inspiring post-Kody journey, and it's already sending shockwaves through the sister wives universe. The quiet escape from Kody Pass for years. The infamous Kody Pass property was supposed to be the Brown family's future. Kody spoke about it with passion: wide, open land where the wives would build homes side by side and live in unity. But that dream turned into a slow-motion disaster filled with delays, legal disputes, and emotional fractures while Christine sold her stake and left first. And Janelle began doubting the plan after feeling financially betrayed. Meri remained silent, watching and waiting as promises turned to ash. But behind the scenes, Meri was making plans of her own. She never said much about Kody Pass because she knew it was all talk, said a family insider. She was done being strung along, according to real estate documents obtained by reporters. Meri purchased a 1.8-acre plot of land just outside Pearl, Utah, close to her bed and breakfast, Leetsy's Heritage Inn, and surrounded by pine trees and red rock vistas. She picked a place that represents peace to her, the source explained. And this time, she's not waiting for anyone else to approve it. "I don't need permission anymore," Meri reportedly revealed the news to TLC cameras. In an emotional interview filmed for Sister Wives Season 19, "I spent years begging for scraps." She says, "A conversation, a connection, a decision. Something that made me feel like I mattered in this family." Her voice breaks. Then she continues, "Greater than, but you know what I learned? I don't need permission anymore. I don't need a family council. I don't need Kody's blessing. I just need my own 2 feet. And they're finally standing on my land." She wipes away a tear and smiles, not from pain this time, but triumph. Fans exploded with support after teaser footage leaked online. "Greater than yes, Meri. Build that house, build your peace." She's glowing. "This is the Meri we've been waiting for since season 1. Kody who?" Inside Meri's dream home plan, sources close to production reveal that Meri's new home is already in the design phase with local Utah architects. She's building a modern rustic farmhouse, a friend shared wraparound porch, open concept kitchen, big windows to let in the mountain views. It's going to be stunning. Some key features of the house include a dedicated yoga and meditation studio, a greenhouse for gardening and herbs, a private writing nook with a fireplace, an outdoor deck with a hot tub, a guest room for friends and visiting family. But no one permanently. She's not building this house for a husband, the friend added. She's building it for her healing, her peace, her future. Kody's reaction: she's overstepping. Kody reportedly found out about Meri's land purchase during a production meeting. He slammed his notebook shut and said, "She's overstepping." One TLC crew member shared, like she still needed his approval, but the backlash from fans was swift. How is she overstepping when he hasn't stepped into her life in years? This man didn't want her, and now he's mad she moved on. Janelle, reportedly present during Kody's outburst, said calmly, "Meri's just doing what you told all of us to do, make our own way." Kody's response? Silence. Christine's support: "I'm so proud of her." Christine, who's living her best life with husband David Woolley, publicly voiced support for Meri's bold decision. "I'm so proud of her," Christine said in a live Instagram Q&A. "She waited longer than she should have, but she's finally choosing herself. That's real strength." She even hinted at visiting the new house once it's built. "We're already planning a girls' weekend once she moves in. And trust me, we're bringing wine, snacks, and zero talk about Kody." Christine and Meri's rocky past seems long gone, replaced with mutual respect and shared freedom. Robyn's meltdown: she's tearing what's left apart. Back at Robyn's house in Flagstaff, the mood was anything but celebratory. She sees Meri's land purchase as a betrayal, said a family insider. She told Kody that it's like the final nail in the family coffin. Robyn reportedly broke down crying, saying, "First Christine left, then Janelle stopped calling. Now Meri's literally buying land to get away from us." But fans didn't exactly sympathize. Robyn had 10 years of Kody to herself, one Reddit user wrote. Now she wants to cry because the others are building lives. She's not being left behind. Another added, she's just stuck in a place they finally escaped from. The tell-all reveal, Meri's house announcement look is reportedly saving the official reveal of Meri's land purchase and home plans for the final part of the season 19 tell-all. In leaked footage, Sukanya Krishnan sits across from Meri and says, "So rumor has it you've bought land." Meri laughs, "Not a rumor, it's real." She pulls out a photo of the property and places it on the table. The studio audience gasps, "It's beautiful," Sukanya says. Mary replies, "Greater than thank you, it's mine. All mine, and I've never been more excited about the future." Kody, seated on another stage, reportedly watches the footage and mutters, "I guess she finally found what she was looking for." Fans demand a spin-off, Mary's mountain life after the big reveal. Fans flooded TLC's social media accounts with demands for a spin-off series centered on Mary and her new chapter. Suggested titles include Mary's Mountain Lifer claiming, "Me, the Mary Brown story, the real housewife of Perowan. I'd watch Mary garden and drink coffee in her slippers all day." One fan posted, "Give us home design content, therapy sessions, her dog, and weekly visits from Christine. Take my money." Another added, TLC executives are reportedly exploring the idea, especially as interest in Kody's storyline continues to plummet. Mary reflects, "This is who I was meant to be." In a personal confessional filmed for her Instagram followers, Mary stood on the edge of her new property, hair blowing in the mountain wind, and shared her heart. "I thought my life had to look a certain way. Be a certain way. I thought loyalty meant staying. But real loyalty? It starts with being loyal to yourself." She panned the camera to the view, red cliffs, tall pines, open sky. "This is where I'll build, not just a house, a home for me." Tears welled in her eyes. "I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm just finally free." A new legacy begins as bulldozers prepare the land, blueprints take shape, and permits get signed. Mary Brown's dream is turning real, brick by brick. The house won't have Kody's fingerprints on the walls. It won't have plural marriage embedded in its foundation. It won't carry memories of pain or years of waiting. It will be Mary's and Mary's alone. And in that bold choice, she's not just building a home, she's building a legacy of healing. A full architectural chore once the home is complete. Girls' weekends with Christine and Janelle? Dating again, launching a self-empowerment podcast. Whatever comes next, one thing is clear, Mary Brown is no longer living in someone else's dream. She's designing her own, and